So we continue. I've gone 4 rounds then with New World Order. No, I apparently didn't place all my units. I'll place the 5 guys here, I guess. So we're now on to, I guess, what we call the real start of this game. France has been conquered, Poland's been conquered, Norway's getting conquered, Sweden's mostly conquered. The Finns have been conquered. The Germans and Russians are in full swing of battle. You got the Battle of the Atlantic starting to take place. And I guess for some reason... Oh, that's right. I guess subs can go through the Gibraltar Canal there. Or maybe it's just the game engine has been modified to allow it yet. And you have to, players are supposed to follow the rules when they're playing against each other. But anyhow, more or less this pretty much looks just like the original World War II, except with bigger territories, right? You basically have Italy and Germany going around in the European theater kicking ass for an initial bit, while the Americans and the English are building up. And where are these Russians going to go? He took Denmark, the Netherlands. It's going to hit him there. It's going to hit him back there. So yeah, the Scandinavian countries are going to fall to the Allies eventually in this scenario. It's going to take them a while to purchase their units. I mean, for some reason it gets slow here for some reason with the purchasing of the units. I guess it's because of a special trigger. But anyhow, the Russians and the Romanians and the Germans are going to go at it in the sort of, European front there between those two major powers and Romanians. For me, with the Colonial France, I'm going to basically try and do what I can to expand around in the Middle East, and maybe I might try and help out myself with the Americans in Spain. That's where I'm probably going to send my troops there. Just to try and stopgap the Italians from taking all that over. If I take it there, I can just start pushing my troops elsewhere. But more or less, I deny the Italians from taking all that territory for themselves. That's what Italy likes to do, by the way. They like to push down towards Spain and take it all out with the AI. Just because the territory is all open to them down there. But yeah, it takes quite a bit to purchase units for some reason sometimes. There we go. So Russia hits a whole lot of places, and they can build new units up there in North Finland now if they want, which they might. There's their special unit running around. I'm sure if you stop to see what they said, I guess it's called big armors for the Russians. That unit right there, their big tank. I guess everyone has big armor, so it's not really unique, but you'll see a lot of big armors coming from the Russians. Build, 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 build. Okay, here goes the Italians. They're probably going to hit me. Yep, here they come. Look at them all. So I guess the Gibraltar Strait's not really blocking off access to the Mediterranean like I expected it would, but I think that's something that they want to do. If you look at the notes... See, I get some notes and all that, and circle strategy and other stuff. I guess there's nothing that stops you from, going past Gibraltar in this one. So that's worth noting when you're playing. Well, that looks like the Italy turn right there. They hit me, and they hit a little bit more Spain. This is more or less their game plan. They basically take out most of the neutrals up there in Spain, and They should be taking out the Colonial French, but they didn't really do it as the AI. Players would probably do that. The AI doesn't really do it, sadly. If I was to hit North Turkey, I don't think I would win. Well, I suppose I would win, but we won't bother with that. We're just going to move these guys more or less this way, I guess. All right there. I'm going to move the anti-aircraft gun all over there as well, but that'll happen next time. So let's see here. What's the plan? I basically have all these guys down here. It looks like the Italians, they're moving all their forces sort of over here to the top of the Mediterranean, not over here to the far side. So really not a whole lot of use in leaving these guys in this sort of direction. We'll just start moving them back. I guess what we want to do for this turn, we're going to send these guys here. And I could send all those guys there, but really the only one I can really probably want to send over there is the fighter. Over here, let's send these guys, take those out. I'll note that the Italians can hit me pretty damn hard if they want to. They've got 5 transports there, which is enough to ferry pretty much all 8 of these guys right here if they want to. I can't really be too reckless with moving my units, so to speak. So we're going to only send those guys there, I think. Hopefully, if I press the battle calculator there, that says I've got more power level and power, so that should be good. That's also, by the way, if you hit V, then you get information and all that, but more or less I'm setting enough power over here, so we should be able to take them out as well. What's more, I also have to watch about these transports coming down to this direction as well, but Tunisia itself isn't necessarily at risk of being attacked. Let's drop that there. I also have to keep in mind that I've got the British fleet sitting right there. But the British fleet might get destroyed by those subs or anything else, so gotta be wary of that. Alright, well done. I want to build 4 infantry in central Morocco for this turn. That'll give me 6 of those guys and 3 of these guys to defend against incursions, hopefully from the Italians up there. I suppose a good thing to do for this time would be maybe to build the stuff over here. Mech infantry is good because it can blitz. It also gives a bonus to other units. The armored car, as you can see, it can also blitz, and it's fast moving. That's just sort of like, you know, a quick attack type of vehicle. I don't really see it being too useful outside of that. I think what we want to do is we want to build 2 of these guys, though. And maybe those guys there. I have to remember that I also want to build units in the field over here. And I think what I want to do is we're going to build an infantry and a mech infantry. Or I can't build mech infantry. We'll build a... What else can I build? Guess we'll build that. Well, we'll build all that, and I guess that's will be what we'll be building. So done. We're going to do the battle here in North Algeria to kill these Italians. That sucker got no hits. There we got him. Battle in Algeria. Let's kill these guys quickly. So they're out of the way. Non-combat move will be to move you here. These guys are more or less sitting ducks, but they're just there to kill off the Italians that came at me. I suppose we're not really moving a whole lot more except for this AA. So I could, by the way, send my infantry here to transport. That's something I could do, but I'm not sure I want to do that specifically. Alright, well, let's see here. I'm going to build 4 infantry here. So those guys are going there. Over here, I definitely want to build 2 infantry, and that's just cannon fodder for when I attack in this direction. I want to build, I guess, the rest of these guys right here. And the purpose for all this, guys, is just like, these guys are counteroffensive. They pair up with the infantry, and just, you know, extra infantry is just for cannon fodder. So, done. Just keep holding out with the Colonial French. I'll actually look at the stats, by the way, at this point. You'll notice that the key players, as I said, are the Germans and the Russians. They've got the most purchasing units of like any player in this game. The Italians are fairly decent. They're more or less in line with the British and the Americans. So yeah, the Italians, the British, and the Americans, they're all pretty much the same power. And then you've got like the French, the Colonial French, the Finns, and the Romanians. They're like minor factions, so to speak. They don't get a whole lot of purchasing units, and that's more or less true, I guess, for, you know, the World War II situation. And it's fine, really. It works for them. It makes all distinct and interesting. Not really for French and the Finns. They get destroyed pretty easily, but. Here goes the Romanians. And that is round number 5, I believe. So yes, I've got a massive fleet out there, and I'm sort of barreling it toward the you know, the European theater over here. The faster these guys get down over here, the faster I can use them to attack. I think, well, I still can't use them to attack, but they're going to be able to attack these guys over here and then stop the Italians from basically attacking me in Colonial French. So I can start ferrying guys across. I gotta watch out for fighters like this, because they can hit my transports if I send them unguarded. They still have, you know, some defense, these guys, but it's not a whole lot. You can get to Iceland, I guess. Or can go down to there. Perhaps I'll do that with this bomber. Get him into the fight. We'll send him down to Wales for now, so that bomber can be used to do stuff. Over here, we're going to just drop in the artillery. And those guys aren't close enough. I should have left in northern USA, but oh well. It doesn't really matter because I wasn't really planning to send all these transports over just yet. Alright, well, whatever. We're just going to say done. The plan now will be I'm going to build 1 more transport, and the purpose of that is so I can have a solid attack force, so to speak, to send over. I want to... Let's see here. I've got 16 infantry, 2 tanks, and 2 artillery. 16 infantry will take 8 transports to fill. The 2 tanks and the 2 artillery with paired with 4 more infantry. That will require another 4 transports, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all those guys. And just because I'm slightly worried about these guys being attacked, we'll send maybe a couple cruisers. So a cruiser, a destroyer. By the way, you can send tugboats if you want. You get to basically those are basically patrol boats. Their job is, their basic stuff for cannon fodder. Pretty much in World War II as well. So we're gonna build all those guys. You're just gonna sit there. Something I might do here is I could send these guys down to guard some areas to sort of prevent incursions just for the moment. And we'll say done. Place our transports. Or actually, we'll place everyone down here. Place these guys here that I can. Place that guy there. So that's a fairly decent amount of attack force I can initially send over to the European theater. My plan of the Americans will be to try and make a landing in Spain initially, and try and take out Madrid just so I can start producing stuff over there. If I have that over there, I can start building units over there and then just continue on from there. As you can see, the Germans are getting ready to kick some ass. A good thing for the Germans to do is just build a lot of air units and then attack the British naval forces and other stuff to prevent them from doing anything. It'll take a while to purchase our units, of course, and get that out of the way. Let's see. So for the most part, there's not a whole lot of units down here yet, which is good. I should be a little bit concerned, but for now it looks good. We took out France in the lowlands, apparently, or the Germans took out France in the lowlands over there that were being invaded by the Russians, and the Russian naval fleet for that matter. Note that for some reason the Germans really like building a whole lot of elites. They can be useful, but I'm not sure they're really that useful, as you can... Well, they're not really worth the cost, I don't think. And he's going to try and hit them Italians right there. Oh, they're going to take the rest of Sweden. That's a producing structure over there in Sweden, northern Sweden. So that's a place they can build units. It's actually good if you take North Sweden or all that other places, because it lets you build units here in like the sort of inlet. You do have to watch for, like, the air forces that might come around them, but whatever. It's something you can do if you want. He did take central Turkey, apparently, the British over there when I wasn't looking. That's too bad, but oh well. It just means I don't have to go through those fortresses when I try and go over here. I personally just want to take Ankara. I don't really care too much about getting Izmir. It'd be nice to get that one too, but it's not really something I really care about taking for sure. I might take Iraq if they, Britons down here don't take it themselves, just for the extra pump of power they'll get. So yes, this is probably why I'm going to be cutting out the videos, for the CPU parts of the returns for my videos and the videos after this, just so you don't have to sit and wait for the purchasing of units. I can blabber on a lot, but there's not a whole lot to blabber on eventually on. Well, it took that out. So Sweden's fallen in its entirety. The Scandinavian countries are being used as a base for the Allies to build up stuff. The Russians slowly push towards the Germans. And then they start placing their stuff all over the place. And now we get to some of the medium-style players, so we should take a little bit quicker to go through. That's a lot of troops I have to worry about there. Oh no, he's taking out Gibraltar! Gibraltar will fall. So he took Gibraltar with those troops there. I'll have to kill those transports though, just so he can't ferry any more stuff across, or wherever else. So France has its, what does it have? France has something somewhere, I think, because they got to make some sort of turn, or try to make a turn. Right there, they still have their little Mediterranean island right there. So if I hover over it, there's the current owner is French, the original owner is French. It's not Colonial French, it is French. Alright, well, what to do? Those are apparently British over there. So something I could do is to start ferrying troops up to, in this sort of area if I want to. I could send this transport up to like here, and then I could drop them into attacking Izmir and Ankara right now if I want. But it makes more sense just to do it like this, I guess, for now. Just send those guys there. And we'll just wait a turn, and we'll do it next time. Alright, I gotta deal with this one little single infantry. That'll be easy enough to do. Let's just send you guys there, and you guys there. He'll be dead. These guys can jump over there. The artillery piece can go in Tunisia. You guys can go there. He doesn't have really any forces to sort of send across, so I can sort of send these guys a little bit out and about, so to speak, so it's fine. Yep, pretty much that's just it. We're just going to hit that one little place to kick out the Italians, and then we're pretty much done over here. So action, done. Purchasing. Alright, I'm going to focus highly over here for my initial thinking of this. Because I got transport here, and because there's nothing really to threaten him, I can afford to start thinking about sending troops across with him. So I've only got one artillery piece there. Something I could do is I could build an infantry and another artillery piece, and I'll build those in Syria. In Iran, they can go 1, 2, 3 with free movement units, right? So I can change that to either be like fighters, or I can use one of these fast-moving guys over here. Let's see here. I think we want to possibly just build mech infantry, so 1, 2. The mech infantry will pair up with other infantry to increase their damage. Maybe we'll build some, MOT type of infantry. So all that's just to hit Ankara the next turn. And over here, I guess we're just going to build some one. No, we'll build an elite. Why not? We'll build an elite in Tunisia with the artillery down here. So we're going to build all that. We're going to battle in apparently it's going to keep my territory because I'm not going to lose my fighter just to take that back. So he's going to keep that territory. It's not a big loss. It doesn't produce any, you know, purchasing units, so it's just fine. Alright, so done. We're going to build, as I said, the artillery and the infantry right here. Or maybe I'll build a marine. Or, yeah, the marine guy right there. So those guys there. We'll build the fast-moving stuff here in Iran to head over to Ankara. And I accidentally built that wrong, so undo. We'll put the artillery and the elite there. I built 2 artillery. That's why I didn't have the purchasing units. Good to know. I can afford to place another artillery over here, I guess, and then you can go over here with the other artillery. So I got 3 artilleries over here, which is fairly good for counter-offensing if I need to. So done. And we'll just wait in our turn. They should really be taking Ireland as fast as possible, the Britons over there. That's just free territory for them for all sakes of the word. Alright, well, we're back to the Americans. So, what am I going to do for this first turn? I've got transports open here as well as stuff there. These guys can apparently cross through there regardless of who owns that, so that's what they'll do. They'll just crush in there and kill those guys without much reprisals. I can probably afford to send all these guys up here to try and hit those guys. And we'll kill off basically all the rest of the Italians at once. So the only thing that will be left is the U-boats there for the Germans. So we'll take all that out with the Americans and be done with that. I also have my bomber here. I could use him to go somewhere. There's a couple of things I can use him for. I can send him here to bomb. So we'll just take him back. So I could do that. I could bomb the places to make it so they couldn't use that. I'm not sure I really want to do that because there's really no real reason to, so to speak. Now, I could send this guy all the way down here. That might be preferable. If I send him down here, he's with the rest of my forces, and I can use him to launch attacks over there as needed. So that's the bomber. He's all the way over there. And I think that's all I'm going to do this turn. So let's just see how this turns out. So done. I guess for now, I've got more or less everything over here built for like the initial stuff to come over. So what do I want to do? What I want to do, I've got, I guess, you know, more or less enough ships guarding that. Really can't really build anymore. I could build big armors, mobile infantry, mech infantry, and all sort of stuff. Let's just build. Let's build the big armors. I'm not sure what the size of this are. Are they big? They look pretty damn big. Or we can fit those in a transport. We'll build one to see if I can fit in a transport. We'll build another transport to see if I can put them in there. I'll build infantry. And we'll we'll just focus on building a whole lot of artillery and infantry to sort of keep going. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's right, this is actually really costly, the artillery. That actually cost 7 for 2 pieces, so I actually bought 4 artillery there to pair up with this. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, no, I really don't like this sort of system with the artillery where you have to pay 3.5, or you have to pay 7 to get 2. Same with the armored cars. But whatever, that's how it works in this game. So we'll build all that. And we're going to say done. We'll do our battles in the sea zones to kill this. So we kill the transports there. And he's going to shoot down my my early fighter and all that stuff. He submerged his sub, will remain. We'll kill those. He shoots down another fighter. So he's going to keep his sub. But that's basically all he's going to keep over there. And for some reason, I don't have any troops over here either, so that's worth noting. So that's all dead. Nothing really to it. Non-combat move. Obviously, these guys are going to move back here because they have to land somewhere, and they might as well sit there with those guys. And we're going to move everyone except for you, your anti-aircraft gun. Note that you can actually put guys in your cruisers as well. I don't want to do that specifically. We'll just do it like this. But yeah, if I want to, you can put infantry in your cruiser. And that's like the main sort of difference, I guess, of the cruiser versus the destroyer. The cruisers can be used to sort of, you know, ferry a little bit of infantry across by themselves. Okay, we'll send you down here. And then he can hit Portugal, or I can send him down to hit Marrakech, hit Sabella, whatever I want to. I can even hit Gibraltar if I want to. Might do that to get rid of his infantry. Of course, I could just let him try and go for Seville if he wants to use those infantry. So that'll be the plan. We'll send those guys. This guy's you know, he can't move too damn far. The little guy right here. But he'll be useful for us, you know, soaking up the cost of a ship if I get attacked, so to speak. Alright, done. So, basically I want to build the big armor, I guess, the infantry right there, the transport there, and I'll build everyone else that I can build right here. Let's build all that guys there, build those guys there, and done. So that's the American term, turn 7. They're going to hit Switzerland with whatever forces they can right there, I guess. Eventually Switzerland always seems to fall to the AIs, just because, why not? So he took Switzerland, moved that bomber over there to Barcelona. He moved his sub up with the Italian sub. I'll probably crush those sub next turn, just to get rid of them. Yes, move, move, move. Do. Lots of movement. The Russians advance all over the place, chewing up what forces they can. And of course we have to wait for the purchasing of the units. So yeah, been about 34 minutes. So damn slow, isn't it? Just, you know, waiting for purchasing of units. I'm thinking that with the Colonial French next turn, I'm going to start building some stuff to hit over here. Maybe I could build like, you know, free infantry and artillery right here. A couple of big armors there. Might be enough to take out Iraq, and then I'll have that for my use. There's also that island out there in Marrakech. Those are worth like a little bit of person units to take, so it might be worth going after them. The main sort of, you know, obstacles to really taking over here Greece and Istanbul. Greece has a whole lot of, as you can see, infantry tanks and anti-aircraft gun to sort of deter attacks on it. It does have that producing structure, but it's also right in the borders of all these guys over here. Istanbul is just sort of like a, you know, if I attack there, then these guys or whoever's over there can attack me right back, so I want to hold off on attacking it for a little bit. You basically just want to take care of, build up a lot of force, and eventually cross over there. And then there's Spain. Spain is, you know, you build up stuff there, I guess, as the Allies, or defend it as the Italians or Germans, whoever's out down there. Ah, there we go. It's going. There'd be a lot of German and other type of Axis forces pushing towards Russia, which is kind of a bit of a worry. Not only the Romanians helping the Germans, but the Italians have their units up there as well, somewhat. Looks like the Italians pushed out their troops to attack one of the, yeah, Sevilla right there. They took that. In a way, it's good that Italy's wasting all its troops attacking you down there, but it's also bad because then they have to go through Italy's troops, and he's also getting the person units from taking those places. France doesn't really get a combat move or anything, they just die. Alright, Colonial French. So I've had the Americans help me, you know, with my, you know, I help myself. Killed off the transport, so I don't have to worry about that anymore down here. So that's nice. I can move this guy to sort of, you know, help defend the American fleet. I'm not sure what's going to happen if he's going to lose that if I move the American fleet, but it'll be worth seeing. Just a little early fire to lose, so it's not nothing major. So yes, it's definitely time to start attacking. We're going to drop this guy and this guy both in here. These guys are going to fly over to out here. I'm probably going to lose these guys maybe to being attacked by Romania's fighters perhaps, or other stuff, but maybe not. They can go and attack all the way up in Ankara, and then everyone else here can join in. And that should probably be enough to really decimate that place. I got 3 elites, 5 infantry, 2 artillery, and a tank. I can also, you know, just even make it even more likely by using those guys as well. So that's all going to happen. I'm going to send this guy, I think, eventually over in this sort of direction. Not sure it will. We'll see. So that's going to happen over there. I don't really have much of a move over here. This guy's just going to go there. They're going to go there. I guess I could probably team up all these guys in Alger. There's no real reason for them to sit. Those guys are going to sit there just because that's producing. That's a really important one for Morocco, just for producing stuff. So yeah, that'll be the plan over here. We're just going to move those guys there, and we'll just continue on. So done. All right, so building. As I said, I'm thinking about buying at least an artillery and 3 infantry over here. Or maybe I'll just build 2 an elite in artillery. That's some really basic stuff. And maybe I'll build a couple big armors in Syria, and that should be enough to hopefully maybe take out Iran next turn. Maybe I'll build a couple more infantry over here, so, or one infantry rather, and that'll be all my purchasing for this turn. So done. Battle in Ankara, so we're going to try and take the producing structure right there. We decimated 3 infantry and damaged the bunker. He's going to kill 2 of my infantry. We continue and destroy the rest of it. He kills another infantry. So by having that, right there for reducing stuff, I can build stuff right there to send up toward the Romanians, which is very nice. You can go this way. I'll probably throw him into Ankara initially. Eventually, I'll probably send him over to Istanbul and to Greece if I start taking those as well, or someone else in my my allied posse takes it. Not a whole lot to do over there. I mean, there's not a whole lot to do. So just done. We'll just place 1 infantry here. The purpose of that, guys, is to, guess didn't really have any other use to builds there. That's right, built 2 artillery again. So we can build all that. I could build air artillery. Why not? We'll build 2 artillery. So 2 infantry, 2 artillery. Right there. The big armors I'm going to build in Syria. And I can go over to Morocco to build this guy. So we got a few more points from conquering that Ankara place in Turkey. And I got forced to take out Iraq since the English didn't do so. That'll be more points for me to use, and then maybe I'll take Izmir as well. And Normandy's begun early, can't you tell? Them English troops, they'll be able to hold off the hordes of Germans all by their wits alone. Alright, well, England will take a little bit to purchase their units. Looks like they're finally going after Ireland, which is very nice. They just should have done that long ago, but whatever. And he moves all his guys to a group with me right there for some reason. Guess, why not? Or maybe he's just moving him out to the Atlantic. He's building up a little bit of force in Greece, southern Greece, maybe to take Greece. The English down there. Hopefully he doesn't attack that stupidly. Be a waste of forces. Oh, there goes the Russians' transports there in the Black Sea, is it? Or whatever it is. They're all gone. It looks like the Axis forces are advancing quite deeply into Russian territory, so that's a bit of a concern. We'll have to open up a front on the other side quite quickly now. Well, the Comet move is, I think, fairly straightforward. These guys can come down. Okay, I've got, I think, these guys out here who can possibly hit me. But anyhow, most of these guys are going to come this way. I'm going to send the cruiser and this guy and at least 4 of these guys with an assortment. Apparently some of my transfers don't have troops in them. Assortment of stuff down that way. So we've got 6 infantry, a tank, and artillery to go into right there. So they'll hit the Orton Gangle, or whatever it is. These guys will all come down to here. If I move 1 infantry to here, we can take that. That's probably worth doing. If I got another one to do that, oh, yeah, I do. So we can get Gibraltar. So Gibraltar's out of the way. I want to send the artillery, the tank, right there, and at least 6 of these guys are going to go this way. Apparently I still have guys in those transports to send out. I don't think I have enough sort of a hit down here, but I might be able to pull it off with these guys, the bomber, and all these guys attacking. Even if I don't take it, I'll weaken enough for the Colonial French to take it, so it might be worth it. And you guys can just go that way. That looks a fairly interesting start to sort of get me underway here. We'll send a destroyer, 2 destroyers this way to sort of hit up the subs out here. The battleships, these subs, the cruiser, and I guess what we're going to do is we're going to send all these guys that way. Apparently I'm taking one of those British fighters with me, so we got this guy for a defense. You can go up there with the British fighter to defend up there, and then these guys can sort of come up here to land on this carrier, and then they'll be able to sort of have these like, transports and all that such defended. Well, that tugboat's doing its job, I guess, just sort of defending them in the Atlantic. T-boat, patrol boat, whatever it is. He'll just keep moving along. He's cannon fodder, pretty much. Alright, good. So big armor can be loaded into transports. That's good to know. So we can send you down here. And all these guys are going to move, just, you know, before I forget. So we'll drop them there. Apparently didn't build enough infantry. That's, like I said, there's the guy right there. So, that'll be my turn for the Americans, more or less. We're going to opening up with our attack here. So yeah, by the way, you can hover over this to see what they can do. So this guy, he can transport infantry to cruiser. The transport, he has the transport capability to transport a tank and an infantry, usually, as you know, you already know. That's just you know, basic stuff. That's just for anti-stealth. That's just basically because it has extra hit points. That is stronger. What to do? I basically have 10 transport space over here right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be built, and we're gonna build, I guess, a cruiser and a cruiser just to sort of defend these guys. So conduct naval bombardment in Sea Zone 35. Yes, your cruisers do get a bombardment in this one, so they get the ability to bombard. And let's see what happens. So this Sea Zone, it looks like they didn't hit anything with my with those subs. So I got 2 casualties and killed off. Oh yes, I did get hit. So 2 of my battleships got hit. They're on fire. And we destroyed 3 subs in return. We're going to remain. So I have these 2 subs attacking initially, and they didn't get hits. So remain. One of the subs this time actually got a hit, so one of the subs went down. He got another hit. He's going to take out one of those subs. And I'm going to destroy the other 3 subs with the other stuff. So there goes the German subs. They're gone. Sevilla. Really wasn't much of a threat to me with those like little infantry, but whatever. This one right here might be a little more dangerous, but I think I should go easily enough. So they're all dead. We lost a couple infantry. That's fine. And then here's where I might lose some guys, and then retreat. But it'll be good to make this open up for these guys. So neutrals select casualties. They lose 3 of their infantry. They're going to hit 3 of my guys. I could retreat with my planes. That might be but let's just remain. We get another 2 hits. That's pretty good. He gets 1. He's going to kill my infantry. So now we're going to retreat. So I've got 1 tank in there left. And the Colonial Frenchman has come in there and kick ass as a result. So that's fine. You'll go there, and you'll go there. And that's pretty much it for movement. So done. We're just going to place these guys here. And we'll place whatever I can place here. And I'll place this one guy here. I guess I miscalculated the infantry again a little bit. Oh well, we'll have to, you know, it's going to take a while for the transports to get back, so it's fine if I have a, you know, a little bit to purchase along with 4 more ships to guard them all. Because, you know, there is a lot of German fighters to worry about. So the German fighters are sort of closing in a little bit there because, well, I would be a little bit concerned if all of a sudden a bunch of Americans land in Spain. Germans move their troops around a little bit. Luckily, that wasn't too bad for having to wait for them to decide what to purchase. Russians are going to try and fight back the German and other stuff advancing on them. So yeah, stats-wise, I will say that the Russians are stronger, you know, than the Germans a little bit in purchasing power. But the thing here is that if like the Italians and the Romanians help them out enough, then the Russians will collapse because they don't have like a whole lot of total unit value to really say the least of over there. I'll note that with these like victory capitals, it's referring to like the capitals here. So this is like a victory point. This is a victory point. The Italians here have 2, the Russians have 2, because, you know, they captured this and the Italians captured that. I'm not sure what the you know, the thing is to win, so to speak, with, you know, if there's like a trigger, like if you get a certain amount of capitals, you win. It wasn't really clarified, like, how you win or lose, so to speak. I never actually played a full game of this either. But anyhow, so yes, this will definitely be the first and last video where you'll have to wait a whole lot for me just to, you know, show you off the purchasing of the units. I just wanted to show you this to sort of like visually enshrine just how annoying it is sort of have to wait if you're the player for this AI and them purchasing your units sometimes. Good. Out we go. We got about, I'm going to say about 6 minutes before I want to really stop this video anyways. Another hour-long video. 4 turns, 4 rounds. And they start pushing towards the gates of Stalingrad some more to access that powers over there. Looks like the Italians took Normandy, har har. That's a lot of damn troops over there on the Turkey front. Alright, so we can definitely take this without much worry, so we're definitely going to send an elite, at least a few guys there to take that. And why not? We'll send 3 of these guys there. Their purpose is pretty damn clear. They want to take out that for their, the Colonial French's use. Over here, what am I going to do? I basically have a whole lot of forces here all over the place. I might start building ships to start transporting stuff over to start helping out in Spain, because I don't really have to worry so much about the Italians being able to ferry over any more guys. Over here, of course, we're going to attack Iran. And I think that's enough to take it without much issue. So calculate odds. So 100% chance to win. I definitely have more power and total unit value and all that, so close. And while I'm concerned that he might attack Istanbul or come down to Greece, really I'm just going to take this with whatever forces I can muster. So that's just a pretty much a clear win. I'm probably not going to lose too much either, so might lose a little bit, but that's fine. We'll take that, and then I'll have these territories for the Colonial French initially to battle against the Romanians more or less over there, and the Italians somewhat. You guys can keep moving, I guess. This is the way we're going. And that will be the Colonial French's turn. It's done. I really have to build transports, so we'll build transports more or less. Where's the transports? There they are. Just build wherever I can. All those guys. And I should build, I guess, free infantry in over here in Ankarka, just to make use of that. I should probably move those. I should move those guys into non-combat, so we'll do that. So, done. Kill that tank. We're gonna lose our infantry to take down. Oops, I lost both the infantry there. Remain. He is gonna kill one of my elites. But he took out Izmir. That's a little bit painful. Lost quite a bit to take Iraq, rather. But we took Iraq, so that's done. Non-combat move, we're sending you right there. These guys are going to back off in case like this bomber or anything else decides to start attacking him. I don't want that to happen. That looks like the majority of what I want to do. Can't move that on the turn I conquered it, right? So I have to wait on that. So basically, yeah, that's the Colonial French's move. We're going to build these guys right there. And the infantry are going to go in Ankara. The British will take out the rest of Ireland, hopefully. And Canarians, apparently. That's fine. They can get their extra points that way. The fall of the neutrals. Outside of Greece and the little piece of land between me and the Romanians. That's pretty much what this episode's all about. England's just slowly setting up their forces to help out. British launched a fire in Spain. That's very nice. Something I could possibly abuse is just having the Americans ferry over the Colonial French. Technically, I could do that because I control the Colonial France and I know what I'm doing with the troops I'm doing that way. That's a lot of damn troops on Bulgaria and Macedonia. Do 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 do. Okay, he's got a lot of elites there. I was thinking that I might send what troops I have over here to attack Barcelona initially. I could probably still do that, but it might be a bit costly to pull that off. I think what we'll do, we're going to send our tank here. Hit that, basically. He doesn't have a tank, so it's not like he's going to hit me anything with it. We're just going to send these guys that I have over here into Madrid. And I really probably should send some stuff over there. What I could do is I'll just load these guys into the transports I built here. Can't unload them, by the way, from your friends' transports, but I'll be able to unload those eventually. These guys down here, I'm going to send them just down to defend the Colonial French over here for a moment. Maybe not all of them, though. Let's send the battleship. I really should have sent them all, though, shouldn't I? No, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to send these guys, just have them all sit right there. I don't really need these transports I've got out here anymore, so these guys can start heading back. I should probably send these guys a little bit forward first. So, you guys go there. I can send what I can this way. You guys go that way. These guys are just going to drop in Portugal is the plan with them. So basically I'm sending all that down there. I can send these guys around. I had to guarding all these guys out here to defend when I need to, right? So that's going to happen basically. I don't really want to attack these places just yet because the Italians might attack them. It's not like these are enemy territories, they're just neutrals. Those get destroyed if I go any closer. So we're just going to focus our efforts on just taking out Madrid, more or less. Or actually, don't want to send all those guys there. We want to send these guys to Portugal. Take that out. Probably want to send you guys this way first. And they can take out that. That should be enough forces, I think, to take out everything. Actually, I want to think about this. You guys, are you strong enough to take that out? You're, no, you're not. You're not strong enough. These guys are a little bit overpowered, so to speak. I don't need that much force to take out that one little space. So let's send maybe these guys down here. You down this way. You down this way. I'm sending down like the heavy granules this way because that'll improve the odds a little bit. Okay, I have 100% now with there. And what's the odds here? Hit the control V there. That's still enough to decimate them there. So what we're going to do is we're going to send basically just the guys that are here. The fighters, the bombers, the big armor, and the infantry to take out the Portugal area. And then I'll take out Madrid over there as well. And that'll work out pretty well, I think. And at the same time, we'll start sending our guys back, and they can start ferrying across with new guys when I need to. You guys can go this way. Alright, so what's the plan? At this point, I need to build, I guess, a few more infantry over here to fit into the transports. So we'll do that. We'll build 6 of these guys. We're going to build another elite. And I'll build a couple of big armors. So I'll build all that. That's going to get like 20, and then it's going to be like 2 for like 22 transport type of loads over there. I also, what else do I want? I also want to possibly build some factories. Specifically, I want to build a factory for Portugal down here. I might also want to build it for these places as well, just so I can build a bunch of units in Spain instead of having to ferry them over every single time. I definitely want to get one in Portugal though, so that's the main sort of idea for building at least one factory right now. And I guess we also want to build some replacement fighters for my my carriers, so we'll build at least 3 of those. They can fly sort of, you know, a rag type around like 1, 2, 3, 4 if I land in southern Canada up here or down here. Sort of just try, you know, make the ferry around if I can. It'll be a very long journey, or I can just like move these carriers back as necessary. So it should be fine. Or you know what? I can actually send one of these carriers. Actually, I already moved them, didn't I? So damn. Well, done. That'll be the plan. So take those out. I lose my infantry. That's fine. I don't mind losing my infantry there. Neutrals decimate a bit of my infantry. We decimate a bit more of them, and we take them out. So we got Madrid. That means I can start producing stuff over here with the Americans, which is very good. These guys are going to just come down here then, because I guess that's what's just going to happen. You guys can go back there. And that'll be a turn, more or less. So done. And place units. Note that we won't be able to place this for the initial bit, but we will eventually be able to place that. I'm going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys are all right there. I don't have any ships to produce, so you might as well build this in Eastern USA, I guess. So that's more or less it for the 8th round. I think that's a fairly long episode, but I promise you I will not basically make you not going to subject you anymore to waiting around for turn phases with purchasing orders to finish. So next time we'll continue on. You'll just basically see sort of summary of what's going on every time my turn pops out.